Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today we are going to talk about farming the campaign. You know, just like in any game, farming the campaign is one of the most important and crucial things of the game, and that's where you usually farm like XP for your champions. That's where you farm food. That's where you level up your champion. So for the early game, like I'm gonna pin my other campaign farmer video, like either there or here. But for, like, you know, earlier game, and for 99% of the time, you're gonna be farming brutal stage 12-3. This is the most efficient one, you know, the best place to get, you know, XP and decent amount of silver for doing it, because selling the shield sells for the most of all of the artifacts. However, if you're trying to get more XP, then you would be farming stage 6, but you would not get as much silver for that. So for example, what I'm using for my account is I'm using Fellhound to farm brutal stage 12-3. If you're getting to the place where you want to min-max things, you know, you want to get as much experience as possible to finish those champion trainings as fast as possible, then you will be farming Nightmare stage 12-6. This is the most efficient place and the best place to farm for like the highest amount of XP per energy. So in this case, what I'm going to show today is I'm using Hurndig as my Nightmare campaign farmer. I was, you know, like I have the fusion going on right now, and I'm trying to be as efficient as possible and trying to finish this as fast as possible, you know, with the champion training, because nobody likes it. It takes a long while, and you know, so on and so forth. So I just rebuilt my Hurndig to do this. I used to just farm 12-3 because it's fast, it's 5 seconds, but I'm trying to be as efficient, especially now that we have the Forge Pass going on. Gives us a lot more XP for when we farm. So it becomes better and better to farm Nightmare if you can actually do that. There's several other champions that can do this. Like the best one is Ethos, then Ray, then there's Ignatius. You know, there's several ones. But one of the ones that's like maybe lots of people have him because he was part of a fusion is Hurndig. And basically the way that he does it is because of his kit. He has double AoEs. Let me move myself a bit. So because he has double AoEs, and because on his A1, if he one-shot something, he resets and gets an extra turn, he's one of the best ones to actually do that. As you see, he one-shot got an extra turn and goes again. Now we got to the next one, boom, boom, look at him. Even if he gets an extra turn. Even though I have him built to go twice for every one time the wave goes, he still gets even an extra turn when he does with the A1. This the way that I have him built is a little bit tricky, and obviously it all depends on the masteries and everything, but the reality here is, even if he, for example, on the second wave, as you noticed, he doesn't one-shot maybe the wave, okay? So he doesn't one-shot the wave, even though he gets his 2 turns going here, even if he doesn't one-shot them, but the wave, if the wave starts killing the you know, the food champs that we take with us, his turn meter gets boosted because of his passive. So honestly, at the end of the day, his overall kit is what makes him so good at campaign farming. You know, it's like, you know, same thing that happens with Ethos. Because he has 2 AoEs and because he has like a chance to get an extra turn on the A1, that's what makes Ethos really, really good. This is the only like random time when it can get tricky. But see, I even got crit by her and we didn't die. And I'm gonna show you the reason why, and it's all because of the build. So the only tricky thing that can happen is that a lord one-shotting us with the A3, but that will rarely happen because of how I have him built. So let me just stop the blabbering and show you the build that I have on him. So the gear set itself was not a choice. I just went on Hell Hades' optimizer. Let me move myself here. I just went on the Hell Hades optimizer and, you know, put the stats that I wanted on him and just let it go. I built him like a little bit over the exact stats that I want him. I wanted him to be like 200 speed. So normally you can build him lower than that because of the mastery, but mine is like 205 speed, 100% crit rate, 4.9 key attack, 254 crit damage. He doesn't have an accuracy. I could rebuild him, for example. You know what? Let me have a look. Can I do this just now? Okay, so let's have a look, see if I can get him with some accuracy as well to be efficient for, you know, the faction wars as well. So let's say I get him with some accuracy as well. Let's see what we can do in there. Okay, 200. The reason I'm saying 200 is, you know, that's the like the right amount that you want if you use him in some dungeon content, if you use him in faction wars and other stuff like that. And that's why I'm looking for, you know, that 200. At 80, he might land it all for the campaign, but in dungeons it's gonna be trickier. But yeah, it seems like we're getting some interesting builds. But you know, I'm gonna build him, I'm gonna rebuild him, and I'm gonna come back to make sure that it still works. So see you in a bit. Okay, and I'm back. So I decided to use the build that they give me over here with 39,000 HP because, like I showed on the wave, in case that the lure gets a turn and hits me, you know, I have to sustain that hit from the lure because that one actually ignores defense. So you don't care about defense, you care about getting the HP in there. Let's try it again and make sure that this one still works. But you know, it should be roughly the same because the what's it called? The damage the damage that we do is roughly the same. It didn't change that much. Even if we get extra turns, that helps us a lot because, you know, we can come back to our other abilities. As you saw on this one, we done the first wave. The reason why I'm not getting 2 turns now and that Lord Shazar goes in front of us is because I lowered the speed. I'm not going at 200 speed anymore, like I'm going a little bit under. So that can be the trick. See, we get hit, we still survive it. Boom, we hit again, we go to the next wave. Now we have the decreased defense again, extra turn, and we just smack them. So it's the same build works. You know, if you see that it's still you don't survive as much, just get yourself a little bit more HP and that should be good. So his stats now are 191 speed, 100% crit rate, 234 crit damage, 4.8k attack, and the 200 accuracy that I needed. Like I said, this A1 grants an extra turn and reduces the cooldown as if his A3 that's on a 4-turn cooldown. The A3 has an AoE attack if he crits on the first one and puts AoE weaken. And the A2 does AoE decrease defense and decrease accuracy. So basically this is why his kit is so good for farming Nightmare campaign, because of his overall interaction. At the same time, this one is like, his passive fills this champion's turn meter by 10% every time they are hit. So every time he gets hit, 10% turn meter, he gets in front, he has a chance of going again. But this is the nicer part, like every time an ally is killed, he gains 20% turn meter. So if you make him to be over 200 from the start, then this one's gonna help you more on the second wave, like I showed you on the previous turn. The reason why I put mine under 200 is because of this mastery, Whirlwind of Death. This one gives us 6 speed for each enemy he kills, and he obviously kills everyone, so he gains an extra 18 speed. Therefore, after he gains that 18 speed at the 190 speed, he goes over the speed of Shazar and basically goes twice every turn. But yeah, these are the overall masteries. Honestly, I put Ham Smasher for him because I'm using him in arena as well. But you know, the most efficient mastery here would be to take Flawless Execution. If you specifically only use him as your campaign farmer, Flawless Execution is the best. If you want to use him in other areas, for example, maybe use him in the Dark Fae as you know, for your Dark Fae strategy, then you would go for the War Master because you want that extra damage on the boss part. And then when it comes to the support tree, obviously you want to go this way, and Master Hexer for the, you know, chance to extend the debuffs that he places. But yeah, this is Hurndig as a campaign farmer, as a Nightmare campaign farmer. He does it in a decent time, you know. He's not as good as Ethos and Ray, but you know, he's Void, he has better multipliers, but he still does the job pretty well. I'm quite happy with him, and I'm definitely gonna always use him as my Nightmare campaign farmer if I ever want to do that. But this will be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye.